On fourth down, here's the option.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
19 tight.
On first and 10, Walker.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those have...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Cowboys take over 2nd and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long.
Here's Walker.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
4th down, Walker.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota.
That pass caught. It's Williams finding space at the 40.
The 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mariota.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 7.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll go with Jones. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Open man right side is St. Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
From 3 yards out.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw is Walker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after here coming up. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun, it's Walker.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Let's go now.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
It got his man complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Walker.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, It actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing here, Mariota. Williams brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. On play action, Mariota. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
1st down, Walker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn go see Chirac, Southside, C12 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.